Hey guys, it's me, Made Up Jen, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna go ahead and try on some new makeup. Well, new makeup for me. Sephora had a 20% off one-time use coupon during the holidays, and I went ahead and I bought a powder that you guys saw me use on my last video, and I also bought this from One Size. This is their new turn up the base full beat liquid foundation, so I am gonna try this out. I'm gonna try out a new concealer, some new lipstick, and some new powders, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with this from Milani. This is the Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Smoothing Primer. If you guys have been here already, you already know I love this thing. So it blurs out pores, but the thing I like the most about this is that it's not matte. So a lot of blurring primers tend to be matte, and usually I would be okay with that because I am combo oily, but I am now older, so now that I'm older I can't really, matte like accentuates my fine lines and it makes me look older than I am, and who wants to look older than they really are? I mean, if you do, good for you, but for myself, yeah, I don't want to look older. I am turning 36 this year, and sorry if one of my ears is just like distracting you guys. I'm like looking at myself in the mirror and I see one flapping out a little bit more than the other one, but yeah, I am turning 36 this year and I don't want to make myself look older than I already am. I have always been the type of person that's been the, oh my god, you don't look your age, and this year I have been getting called ma'am a lot, so I'm trying really hard to, you know, not add on to those comments. So I'm gonna go ahead and just contour my face really quick. I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick. This is in the color Fawn, and we're just gonna and then I'm gonna go in, oh, I wonder if this is gonna work because I've already used it with powder, but I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. What is this, liquid bronzer and contour duo brush, and I'm gonna go in with the contour side, and I'm just going to blend this out. And if you guys hear any noise in the background, I do have my children on the bed. They are both actually knocked out on the bed for once. I have Milo in here. Milo has been, he's like in the process of where I need to go get him neutered because he's starting to go a little bit crazy, and he's rebelling against me a little bit, and yeah, he's biting stuff, he's ripping up my backboard on my bed, and it's just making it really hard for me to, like, you know, no lo aguanto. If I'm being like 100% honest with you guys, I just cannot stand him right now, and it's not because I don't love my little guy. I love him, I really do. It's just that he has been a menace to society, and I've said this before, but usually I would say that because he was like going in the trash and stuff like that, but now, yeah, he's just like ripping stuff, he's going crazy, he wants to go outside, and I don't want him to go outside because my mom has like 5 million cats outside, and those cats do not like him. They pretend to like him, but they're gonna just beat him up because they literally beat each other up every other day, and my mom has to go out there with a broom and literally separate all the cats because it's 3 boys, and those 3 boys all gang up on one, and you have 2 of them attacking one, and then yeah, it's just a disaster, and I don't want that to happen to my poor baby. So give me 1 second, I'm gonna actually turn off the heater, I got hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually use a brand new concealer. So I actually have tried this concealer before, but I bought the wrong shade, and then I couldn't return it. I got it in the color Oat, and I was just using it more as a highlighting type of concealer, so I didn't really get the full potential of it. But this time I actually got what I imagine and I think is my color. I got it in the color Dune, which is 7.5, and I'm hoping I got the right shade. But I am talking about the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer. Yes, I still have it in the packaging. I haven't even opened it. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this to obviously conceal myself. I don't look tired today. Today was my day off, so I managed to sleep in a bit today, so I don't have bags. If you guys saw my last video, you guys know I had really bad bags and I look tired. Today, it's not the case. I look really refreshed. I did sleep 8 hours. But if you guys have never seen this concealer, which I'm sure you have, this is the applicator. It's flat, and yeah, let's go ahead and, I mean, it might be slightly a little bit too dark. I think it's like my shade. Ooh. Or we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and just use it to go here. I do like this applicator. It does make it really easy to like really pick where you want the concealer to go and how much of it you want it to go. But as you guys can see, this is the color Dune. I think I went a little bit too dark. Just like a little too dark, but it's fine. We're gonna go ahead and use our BK Beauty A506 brush. You guys know I always use this brush. There's no other brush that I use at this point. And we're just gonna go ahead and blend this out. And this is a full coverage concealer. If I'm not mistaken, it is very full coverage, but I'm okay with it as long as it really does the job. And I did buy this concealer actually at Ulta. It was part of my iconic purchase that I did when I used points and I got a discount on it. Well, it wasn't a discount, it's just I used a big chunk of my points on this purchase. And here we go. And as you guys can tell, the color is spot on my actual skin tone. Concealers for me, I like to go one shade technically lighter than my actual shade. I think I might need one shade lighter. I think I need to go with 7 or 6. Because this one, I mean, what do we think? It's like my color. Like if I wanted to use concealer to just do my whole face, this would probably be the shade I would use for that. But to do for my under eyes, we're a little bit too light, but it's fine. We will make it work. And I'm just gonna grab a little bit more and use it to conceal this. And this. I have sun marks, you know, it is what it is. And I'm breaking out a little bit, but I'm trying really hard to not let it get to me. I've been sleeping with an eye mask because of my lashes. I want them to, I'm a side sleeper, so I have to make sure that I'm not laying on my side with extensions, because every time I would wake, the first time I got lash extensions, I was literally waking up with lashes missing because I slept to my side. I slept specifically to my left side, so my left brow was always, my left lashes were the first to go. But what do we think just off of first impression? I think this color is really good, but I think I might just need to have gone one shade lighter. What do we think? I mean, it's making me look very flawless. I'm going nowhere after this. As you guys know, a lot of these videos that I film, I don't go anywhere. I'll tell you if I'm going somewhere. Last time I did go to dinner for the iconic one, I did go have dinner. So I did get ready for that. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and open up this. So again, I'm gonna be using this, the One Size Turn Up the Base Full Beat Liquid Foundation, and I did get it in the color medium 10 neutral. I think the color might be a little bit too light for me. I don't know. We're gonna, and I'm only saying that because obviously the concealer that I chose is slightly a little bit too close to my skin tone, so I'm a little bit scared that I probably I might need to exchange the concealer. Just a concealer. I think other than that, it looks really good. Really good. Like I said, I got it in the color Oat the first time, so I knew that I had to go deeper, and I didn't get to use the full potential of the Hourglass concealer because obviously I didn't get the right color. So this time I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, I think we're good though. Well, let's continue. So I am shaking it vigorously. I did read that you have to shake the crap out of this foundation in order for it to mix right. And I'm actually gonna go in with my little metal plate that I put makeup on, and I'm just gonna go in with one pump. Sorry if you guys see the other colors, the other stuff there, but that's the one pump right there. And we're gonna see how far the one pump can get us, because it's supposed to be full coverage. Yeah, we're a little bit light. Okay, it's fine. We will make it work. All right. And let's see how far this one pump is going to get us. I'm gonna go in with my BK Beauty 101 brush. Yeah, 101 brush, and we're just gonna start blending this out. I have heard that this foundation runs really warm, so I am slightly a little bit scared because of that, because I don't even know like what neutral tone I am. I mean, what tone, undertone I am. I always used to think I was just neutral or olive, because right here you can see my veins. They pop green, and on my arms they also pop green, but I also do get like blue. So I don't know really what my undertone is. Sometimes I think I'm fine, and sometimes I think I'm not. Right here on my brow area, for some reason the foundation is like stuck there, and I don't know if you can tell on camera. Let me go ahead and see if you guys can see me more now. Right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the foundation doesn't really want to spread. It just like weirdly dried down right here, and I haven't even put anything on my brows yet, so I'm kind of like, why is it doing that? I'm just gonna, that's also why I don't like to do my brows first, because I'm always scared that something's gonna go wrong. But I think the shade match is pretty spot on. Like, I think I managed to get the right color. I'm kind of debating whether I want to do another pump, just because I think the coverage I already have is the right type of coverage for myself. I like more of a medium coverage type of foundation. I actually have not worn a full coverage foundation since maybe like 2021, and that's when I wore the Estee Lauder double wear for my wedding. So yeah, that was the last time I really wore full coverage type of foundation. So this is good, but we're gonna go ahead and add in one more pump. What do you think about the shade? I think the shade looks good. I think the foundation looks good at period. Ooh. And then this is the packaging. Obviously you guys have seen it. I have a big thing with packaging that looks like this, because the fingerprints get all over it, and then it looks dirty and it doesn't look classy anymore. Yeah. And then also Anastasia Beverly Hills is gonna have a bottle that looks kind of like this for their new foundation. By the time this video comes out, that foundation would have already come out. So again, there's another one. I mean, it looks light, but as I spread it out, it does oxidize. So now I understand why people are saying that sometimes it will look warm when applied. So just beware. So this is another, this is like a half pump. I still left some on the tray. And since I did apply that concealer on top of this, I can't even really tell you, oh yeah, it's really full coverage. I probably should not have applied the concealer on first. I probably should have seen just how much it was going to cover my sunspot. So I have this sunspot, and I can always tell the coverage of the foundation based on how you can see this. When it's a full like coverage, this will get covered, and it is mostly covered now, but I don't know if it's covered because I already applied concealer over it, or it's you know, the coverage is really there. But what do we think? I think it looks good. Honestly, I didn't want to light the foundation because it was expensive. I did get 20% off of my purchase when I bought the one size, the House Labs concealer, and the Mario Makeup by Mario Soft Surreal Skin setting powder, and I spent like $100 on all three of those. But this is full coverage. This can honestly go a really long way. The claims on this foundation is that obviously it's full coverage. It is a soft matte, and I do feel the soft matte. I feel matte, but I don't feel flat. Like, and then it's waterproof and sweat proof. I honestly wish I wouldn't have showered so I could have actually worked out using this foundation to, you know, really see if those claims are real. It does says it's long wear and weightless. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin, I can tell you guys right now. It doesn't clog pores, and it's dermatologist tested. So yeah, we're gonna, it says, oh, it does says it visibly blurs and smooths skin flawlessly without clogging pores. But I did use a pore smoothing primer, so based off of that, my face does look fine. But I feel like I have these weird, like, random spots on my face right now that just are making me look dry. So yeah, we're gonna continue. So I'm just gonna go in with my usual stuff that I always apply on my makeup. I haven't applied makeup in forever, but you know, obviously these are the things I usually would do. So I'm just applying some bronzer. This is the Winky Luxe Cheeky, what is this? Cheeky Rose Liquid Scope in the color Ibiza. And I'm just gonna bronze my face a little bit. Like I said, my face doesn't look flat. Like, I actually don't look flat. I look like it's like my skin. Like, honestly, like, I don't need, sometimes when you apply foundation, I feel like it makes you look so flat that you have to apply bronzer and you have to apply certain stuff. This one didn't give me that effect. Like, when I apply the Ilia Soft Matte stick foundation that they have at Sephora, that one also makes me feel a little bit flat. So again, this is why I'm saying, like, this one doesn't really need much. It didn't make me look flat, but obviously I am going to apply bronzer because that's just the way it goes for me. And I actually haven't used this in a while. I used the other one from Iconic in my last video, and I was just so disappointed with the coverage on that. It does say that it's a buildable type of bronzer, but I wasted way too much money on that for it to be wasted that much just to build it up to my liking. Like, you guys see this? I just did 3 dots and my face is nice and bronzed already, and I am not struggling. I am gonna try out a new blush. I already have the blushes. I have 2 other shades, but this is a new shade for me. This is from Winky Luxe. This is their Cheeky Rose Liquid Blush in the color Queen. So like I said, I have 2 other shades from them already. I have the color, what is this? Noble and Darling. And I actually do like Noble slightly a little bit better than Darling, just because Darling is like a baby pink, and the baby pink just, sometimes the color just doesn't look right on me. I think I mentioned this in my last video where baby pink colors, specific baby pinks, don't always go to every shade. They're too light, or they don't transition or look the way you would want them to look on you. So, ooh, this is a really nice color. This is the type of color I always like wearing. I'm really big on this type of shade for, it's like a rose color, I think I want to describe it as. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the e.l.f. liquid blush brush. And as you guys can see, it's not very pigmented. I applied just a small little dot. Obviously, if you have tried like the Rare Beauty or the Juvia's or obviously the e.l.f. Camo, you guys know those are really pigmented. So I just went ahead and went crazy with it, and I applied some more, and we're gonna go see how crazy can we get. I like the color, but I don't know if I like how it looks on me. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to set all of my face. This is gonna be the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I did get it in the travel size, the mini. This was like 20 something dollars, and look at how tiny this little thing is. It is so tiny. The brand itself is very expensive, but I do appreciate that they are cruelty free. As you guys know, I am all about the cruelty free. Everything I use is usually cruelty free. You know, I didn't even check if one size is cruelty free. I'm gonna check that out. I will put it down here if they are. If not, I'm gonna have to return that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just slightly go back in with the same concealer brush on this side, and then go in with my blush brush one more time, just to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? To blend in the blush with the concealer so it doesn't look harsh. I'm gonna pour it on the cap. Okay, not a lot is coming out, and my under eyes are about to crease again. Oh, come on. Oh, let's just hope I don't need that much. I would imagine that this powder should work perfectly fine with the concealer because they are from the same brand. They should be able to work together to the best of its ability. So you guys saw I just set one eye, and my under eyes look actually pretty freaking good. It looks slightly a little bit drying, but we're gonna continue. We're gonna see. Let's put a little bit more. This though apenas me sale. Like, I really have to smack this thing for powder to come out. And it is translucent, by the way. I did get the translucent, and it's white, but there's like a slight little yellow tint there. It's not completely beige, but there is a little bit of what looks like color in there, which is fine. It is what it is. But I didn't want to commit to the full size because I was just like, what if it doesn't even look good? I'm over here spending all my money on the full size one, and it's expensive, and what if it doesn't work? All right, and I'm just gonna, oh no, I dropped a little bit. So whatever is left on the cap, I'm just gonna go ahead and use it on the rest of my face. Let's hope that it doesn't accentuate anything. right now I'm actually gonna go ahead and do my brows and the rest of my face off camera. I only have one more thing that I need to try out for you guys, which is the lips. So we're just gonna go ahead and skip all of that, and then I'll be right back. And we're back. As you guys can see, I did my blush, I did my brows. We're now gonna move on to the second to last step. So I am actually gonna go in with new lip products. I'm actually gonna try this for the first time. This is the e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner. This is in the color Malvasite, I think. You know, it doesn't even have the name on here, but I think it's Malvasite if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. I do have some gloss on there, so I'm just gonna just spread that out a little bit. Okay, this color on me, it's a little bit too late. It's like the nude color, but it has like a peach pink tone to it. Which I don't mind. Usually this type of color is the type of color you can use to make your lips appear slightly a little bit bigger. Or in my case, even. One side of my lip is slightly a little bit more plump than the other one, naturally. Yeah, but this is the color. I think it's Malvasite. I'll link it, whatever it is. You know, they don't actually have the names on them, but it's fine. They're $2. They're inexpensive. Who cares? So for the lip, I have a bunch of Anastasia Beverly Hills lip products. So I do have the Lip Velvet in the color Hush Rose. I also have some Gloss Duo. This was part of their Christmas like holiday sets. This is the color Caramel and Tan. This is the color Caramel and Tan Rose. And I also did get a lip gloss on the side individually in the color Guava. So we're actually gonna go ahead and go in with this Lip Velvet color in the color Hush Rose. I know Pure Hollywood is like the most popular color from all these lip velvet, but we're gonna try this one. I was actually debating on what color to get because I really wanted to try these out. And honestly, it's the same, almost the exact same color I just put on. So I'm gonna have to go in with a darker liner. I'm gonna go in with this Milani. It's not available anymore, unfortunately, or it might be online, I think. But this is the Milani Understatement lip liner in the color Rich Cocoa. So you guys saw I put that color Hush Rose on my lips, and honestly, it feels so soft. These Me and Matte colors, if you lived in the era of 2016 and the Kylie lip kits and the Anastasia matte lipsticks from back in the day, every lip product you put on back in the day like literally sucked the life out of you. This one feels very comfortable. It feels very pillowy, but I'm gonna go in and just use this color to pretty much give myself a little bit more definition. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of the color Hush Rose and just I'm digging this color combo a lot. Next time, obviously, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the lip liner first and then go in with this. But this feels so cloudy and soft on the lips. Now I understand why when they came out, people were obsessed in selling it out because it just feels so comfortable on the lips and it is mattifying. I have tried their matte lipstick one. I have another one that I from Anastasia also as well. And you put it on, but it doesn't feel like it looks matte. But this one, you guys see it? It looks matte and it looks nice. And I really, really like it. I don't even know if I want to top off with any of with any freaking gloss because this looks really good, but screw it. I'm gonna put a little bit of this one, just slightly. Ah, I got my tooth. And this is the finished look. As you guys can see, I actually really, really, really like how my face looks. The coverage on this foundation was spot on. I was really scared because I did see a lot of reviews say that it pulled warm and orange, and I was just like, like, you know, I don't even know what tone I am, to be honest with you guys, but I'm more in the neutral / olive tone, and I went in with, what color did I say? 10N? Yeah, I went in with 10, which is a medium neutral undertone, and honestly, I feel like it looks spot on. Like, I actually picked the right shade for myself. I've never been more happier in my life that I actually picked the right shade. If you guys saw my last video, you guys already know I've been struggling with trying to figure out what shade foundation to go to next because all the ones I already have were too warm for me and I'm not tan anymore. So obviously this color is perfect. But yeah, I actually have no complaints about anything that I tried on today. I think everything did so well. The Hourglass powder, as you guys can see, it was not matte. It left me nice and pretty much natural, and considering that I put on the one size and it was supposed to be a soft matte, I feel like it really was a soft matte. I don't feel flat. Usually when I've worn matte foundations, it feels like the life got sucked out of my face a little bit, and also it accentuates more of the fine lines, especially now that I'm older. That's kind of the reason why I don't like matte foundations anymore, but this is like the right tone of matte. What do you guys think? I honestly am so happy with how my makeup turned out. I am gonna wear this through the rest of the night. It is currently 7, so I'm gonna try to stay up as long as possible and see how it wears through the night. I'm gonna be up playing video games. I'm off tomorrow so I can sleep in a little bit. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys like this video, please make sure to like it. And if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!